Hi everyone, in this video I am going to show you how to create complete authentication system in Flutter and Firebase. Okay, I have created this new Flutter project and I have opened it on VS Code. Now let's open up the lib folder. In the lib folder I am going to create new folder pages, and in the pages folder I am going to create new file login screen dot file, and here let's create a stateless widget and let's change the class name to login screen, and let's return here scaffold. Okay, now open up the main.dart file and let's delete this stateless widget, and let's create a new stateless widget and let's set the class name to my app. Okay, and let's return here material app. Okay, now give the home that login screen we have just created and save it, and we'll get this blank white screen. Now let's remove this debug banner by making this debug show check mode banner false. Okay, and it will remove this banner. Now close this main.dart file and now open up the login screen and give the body to the scaffold and give the column. Let's create the column to the body and give the children, and right here text and right here login. Okay, let's style this text style. Let's give the colors dot deep orange. Okay, save it, and here is our text. Let's show it in the middle. So make the main axis element to the center, and here you go. Now let's make it big. Okay, keep the font size 28. Make the font weight bold and save it. And here we go. Now let's wrap this paired column with the padding widget. And let's keep the padding outside by 25, and let's see how it's going to look. Okay. Now below this text widget, give the size box with the height of 20 to create the space. Okay. Now let's create text field here and save it, and here is the text field. Okay, here in the over here let's make the cross axis element to the star, and it will move this. Okay, now let's decorate this text field. Give the decoration, input decoration, and keep the label. Let's give the label text, and right here put our email and save it, and here we go. Okay, give the border, outline input border. Okay, perfect. Let's give the this icon also. Let's give the icons dot new. Save it. There we go. Okay, give the controller. Okay, we have to define the controller. Okay, let's make this stateless widget to let's change this stateless widget. Okay, press Control and dot and convert to stateful widget. Okay, to this stateless widget, and over here let's initialize the event controller. Just it can controller and put the controller, make controller here. Now copy this stateful. Instead of copying here and sending this to enter email and enter password, then with this method, let's create new folder in the root folder. Let's turn this to digits. and create new file. Let's write here and text dot that file. And here let's create a stateless receipt and let's simply pass on to my text field. And now paste that text field. We'll just copy it here. Now we have to make this controller dynamic. So here let's define this text string controller. And also we have this label. Let's define it as a string. So define as a string label. And we have to make this dynamic also. It's physics. So valid as physics. We now just require all of the constructor here, controller, and where the label. Cyclone. We remove this now and your like this and open up the login screen now and instead of hard coding it like this text it import that my text root and here let's give the controller event controller or the on top and with the global text here with our email and for the prefix icon with the icon dot email. Okay, save it. And now let's create another field with the sideboards. Just click on the sideboards height of 20 or 15. And below here, let's restrict passport. Tell this to enter passport, password, and let's define password controller here. Final result will be controller restricting controller. Come down. Now tell this to password controller and this send this to okay. Okay, we have to make the obscure text true for this. What if we make true over here? This will be enabled in this field also. So let's make dynamic here like this. By now it's a boolean, so let's initialize it as boolean. Let me obscure. Enter obscure text and let's require it in the constructor. This start obscure. Okay, remove the required. Instead of requiring it, let's make this obscure text false as default. Okay, now here put that obscure text instead of outputting that like that, and as default it's false. And for the password field, let's make obscure text true for this one. Now as mentions something like that. Also put the prefix icon color. Let's have this prefix icon colors dot orange. This for this. Okay, now come to the login screen and below this my text field, let's get the size box and give the height of 20 here and let's create text right here forward password instead of giving height 20 let's give 15. Okay, here is the first style, text style, color dot dot save. Let's give 700 and it's we have screen through. Make the font weight, make the font weight 4. Make the font size. It's 17 or 19 better. Okay, let's align to the left side. Let's align to the right side. Let's wrap this text to the align with it. And make the alignment dot bottom right. Align here. Now let's copy this side box and paste it over here. Keep the elevated button for now and the best function blank for now. Just change this text. Let's change this to keep the child text. And let's write your login and save it. Okay, let's decorate this widget button first. Give the style, give it bottom or style from and put the foreground color, the color of the text icon, give the background color, give the background colors dot difference. Save it and also with the padding, the vertical side one and 15. Save it. Okay. Now let's wrap this edited button with the sideboards. Sideboards. Okay. Now give the right double 20 and sets and look. Cool. With the shape to the edited button. Round it. Rectangular border and the border radius circular. I get one and this has 20. Now looking cool. Let's style this text. Let's style this. Text style with the font weight, content for code on font size to 17. Maybe 20. Okay, perfect. Okay, copy this side box and let's make this dynamic as we did to the text field because so that we can use it in the rest of this also. Okay, now copy this and create new file in the widget. That's right here. Now button dot that file and here let's create stateless widget and let's send this my class to button and paste that size box which has button, limited button. Okay, now we have to make this login dynamic. So it's a string. So let's initialize here final string text button. Verify here. restore and remove this hard-coded login text and send this to export config. Okay, now open up the login screen and instead of showing and then replacing that hidden button, you can simply put that my button and hit the text here login. Okay, we have to also make this on press function dynamic. Just hover over to this on press function and copy this slice here. And final right function on press and grab it here. On press and just turn this to on press and now give this on press and let me plan for now. Okay, now let's copy this all login screen and in the pages folder, let's create a page called the register page called dot register screen register. Okay, now let's create stateful. Just paste that everything from the login screen and save it. Okay, now change this login screen. Select that login screen and Control D, 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 D. Select login screen and change this to restore screen. Okay, we'll have another text field, text input field. Okay, just copy password controller and change this to confirm. It will be big controller. You have to define the text controller for this too. And copy this my text field with sized box and paste it here. Send this to confirm password and having the send this to confirm password controller. For forget password, let's remove this. It will page here. Open up the main.app file and let's click here register. Now, there we go. And let's change this to register. Now, imperfect. Okay, let's create the function here. While under register. Okay, and right here. Oops. So, interpreted controller dot text string is not equals to confirm. We are validating the text from the text field that we have typed, and this string is doing just removing white space from looting and training, which are coming from the text field of it. And if it's not matching, if the password didn't not match, then we'll show the scaffold messenger dot of context dot so snapper and snapper the text Change mistake password. Not next. The semicolon here. And if it return match, so the scaffold and we got return. So let's try to write here something. And let's try to click on this. So restart do not work because we have to execute that function from this my button. Right here, to restore handle register. Handle register. Now let's try to click on this register. As you can see, we got the message password return math. Okay, now we created the pages and now let's create a new file. So this is in the services. Now let's create new file auth service.that file, and here let's create the class auth service. Okay, now we have to add this Flutter app to the Firebase. Okay, to do that, just open up the browser and go to the firebase.google.com and click on this. Go to the console button. Okay, click on this create a project and write here user auth. You can write anything with the project name. I'm going to disable this Gemini and also disable that Google Analytics. It will take some time to create the Firebase project. Okay, now click on the continue. Okay, guys, now click on this Flutter icon. As you can see, we have to follow up this to add the Firebase to our Flutter app. I created the video about it. Check it out. Okay, guys, if you know how to add Firebase to the Flutter app, then run this command flutter fire config. It will fetch the Firebase project from the Firebase console. Okay, this is the one we have created. I'm going to choose this one and I'm going to create for Android and web. Let's choose for Android and web. Okay, as you can see, two apps has been created, web and Android. Now, if you open up the browser and remove this Firebase console, as you can see, two apps has been created to the Firebase console. Okay, now, now let's copy this. Okay, to initialize the Firebase. Okay, before that, as you can see, we've got the this new file has been created and we've got this file missing. So let's add this file also. Run this command flutter pop add Firebase go and I guess will be added to our flutter app. Go this Firebase option file and open this box with the file. As you can see, this package has been added to our Flutter project. Okay, now open up the main.dat file and now in this main function, is that code visits Flutter Firebase list to make it async and import this Firebase and default Firebase option. Okay, import these two files, Firebase core and Firebase option. Okay, now stop the app and run the app again. Okay, this link will be in the description for this how to add Firebase to your Flutter app. It's the documentation to be in the description. Check it out. Okay, our app ran successfully. It means our app has been added to the Firebase console successfully. Okay, now open up the auth service dot file, and here before that we have to add the Firebase auth package. Okay, run this command, flutter add Firebase auth. This package helps us for authentication system. Okay, Firebase authentication system. Okay, now stop the app. If you run the app, you will get the error. Okay, as you can see, we got the error because to you have to set the minimum SDK to the 23 version 23. Current version is 21. Hmm, let's set this to 23. So open up the Android folder and this app folder and this build.gradle.kts and roll down over here. Let's change this to 23. Save it and close it. Also, you have to set this handicap version to the latest version. Search on Google to get that. Okay. I've also made a video about that. Check it out. Okay, now run the app again. And if you also check the pubspec.yml file, as you can see, this new package has been added. File is off. Okay, do not worry about this. Okay, our app ran successfully. Now open up the browser and go to the Firebase console and click on this build and click on this authentication tab. Okay, now click on this get started button. Okay, click on this email and password. Okay, enable it and click on this save. Okay, to add the provider, you can just click on this add new provider. Okay, to add the user, click on this user and click on this add user. You can add the email and password manually from here. Okay, now open up the VS Code and auth service file. Now here, let's initialize the Firebase auth. final auth, final auth equals to Firebase auth. Import the Firebase auth and get the instance. Okay, this define it like this. Okay, now let's create the function for registration. New user. Okay, now here this is the future field. Give the type user credential. I'm going to give the user credential and right here register. Hmm, so maybe only register. Okay, it will take some time, make it async and await. And this auth gives us the this create user with email and password method. And here we'll pass the email and password in the string format from the form. Okay, it will email and password. Okay, this is coming from the Firebase auth. Okay, this Firebase auth package. Okay, this is it for the registration. Let's return it. Define it as final result and return the result. Okay, now let's load the app and let's try to paste. Okay, sorry. Okay, now open up the register screen and here with password and confirm password match and execute this function. If it doesn't match, then it will return. Okay. Now here, let's write here try catch method. And in the try catch method, first of all, let's initialize, let's get the outside this class by the auth equals to auth for this. Then wait, just auth start controller dot text trim it and pass your pass controller dot text and trim it as it cut. Then trim it this one too. And with the success message, let's with the success message platform, Linux platform. And we're getting the error here. Don't use the context that was passing my branch of it. So here, right here, it not bounded. And then let's return. and this is text window, and right here, the user has right here registered successfully. Registered success. And so the window, if something happens on Firebase or perception over here, so the classes on snapshot dot show snapbar in the text right here, e dot message. If it's not, then show here. What is the will visit some save it and click on this. Okay, let's write your test only and try to click on this register. And as you can see, we got the message is coming from your dot message. We are using here Firebase Auth exception. Here this is handling the that message. Okay, now let's try here test at signup.com and click on this register. And we got the register success message. And now open up the browser and Firebase console. Reload this page, selecting users tab. And as you can see, this new user has been added to our Firebase console. Okay, now we created the registration. Now let's create. Okay, before that, let's get the auth state change. Okay, over here, right here, define here string, and let's create the getter for the auth state change. So right here, string auth state. Maybe change this to current user string. And put this auth state change. This will give us the either user has been signed in or signed out. Okay. After registration, will automatically logged in. Okay. So that is I have to. I'm doing this thing. Now click on this lib folder, and in the lib folder, I'm going to create new file. Here, let's say auth state.dat file, and here let's create the stateless widget, and let's send the last name to auth state, and let's return here string builder, and in the builder we have to let's get the auth service class. This is slash here final auth. Let's do auth service. Auth service. We get that better current user string, and in the builder Mm, right, the condition if this snapshot from this we get the condition that if connection state is first equals to connection state dot waiting active, which gives the condition if connection snapshot dot connection waiting, then so the return the scaffold body and with the center visit and site. While it's sorting, it will show the circular progress indicator in the center of the box and like this. And if a snapshot has data, then we'll return to home page. We haven't created that home page page. Let's create the new page in the pages folder. Let's create home page. That file, and here let's create the status visit and let's send the password to home. Let's return here scaffold between the body center side text right here. Home page. And here, let's return now and let's start if I are logged in. Okay, else if there is no data, then we will look to login page. Let's go. Okay, now open up the vendor.dat file and here instead of registry scale, we will provide the all state codes. Remove this registry scale. Now, as you can see, we are moved to the home page. Now, let's open up the auth service and here let's create the concept for logout. Now, let's write here future, right? We are not written manually, so it's right. And let's write here logout. String. Sorry, we are not passing anything. Replacing and provide the sound out. So this is coming from Firebase Auth. Package. Sign up method. Okay, if it await goes for sign out, it's step plan. Okay, now open up the home page and instead of showing this in the center, let's show here. Uh, let's show here column side digital and text here. So, and below this, let's give the text an icon and on this passing line for now. And for the label, let's show text and turn up out and also provide the icon. I start logout. So let the main access element. Access element to the center for this. Okay, now Let's go to the auth service. Select the auth here and with the auth service. And from here, let's go to literacy of it. And I just will click here for internet related and the auth service last line. Okay, now click on this logout and it will automatically remove the login page because in the auth state.dart page where use this method, which is checking the current user history, either it is signed in or not. If the snapshot dot connection state is waiting here, it will show the surplus progress indicator if you are logged in or if it has data. Then you will move to the home page, otherwise you will move to the login page. Okay, now open up the login screen and there is no button to go to the register page. Now let's copy this enter password. Sorry. And this forget this one and just below this my button this side box I got 50. Okay, let's change this to register. Let's remove this command. Reject and instead of copy this text and create the row syndrome and paste it here inside the row this text with it. Okay, now wrap this with the is it called the store detector and with the on top function and let's create a text visit here. Right here. No, the space here. You can style, text style, and with the font size of 17 and the favorite. Now I do it for snapping. Okay, not the access element, non-access element with the print distro. And here we go. And on tab is not good. Navigator of its was the options for the method based route scheme to the strong scheme. Now, if I click on this register scheme, now we move to the register scheme and let's copy this row and open up the register scheme and paste below this with the side box, the height of 10 and paste it here. It's on the channel scheme number to be oriented and register Then go back to stage 2, login, and the text and move towards the navigate to the login screen from here. Change this to login screen. Okay, let's change this to login or to the register also. I forgot to change that earlier. Okay, fine. Okay, now click on this login. Okay. Now let's try to register. Let's try here, and signup.com. Now click on this register. Okay, we have been registered, but we are not moving to homepage. We have to reload the app for that. So to fix that issue, so come to this function here, and after we register success, just pop the codes and press right here navigator.pop to try to go back. Instead of going back, we'll walk to the home page to register successfully. So now let's try to register again. Just now click on this register. Okay, now we're moved to the home page. Okay, this is how you can implement the registration and logout. Now let's move on to exploits of everything. Registration screen. Now open up the login screen. Now open up the auth service. So here, let's create the function for login. Just copy this registration and paste it here and send this to register to login. Okay, we'll pass the email and password to this instead of this letter. We'll send this to sign in with email and password to this one and pass the email and password and return the result. And this is it. Now open up the login screen. Don't this. Let's create the function while login into your PC. Okay, right here, try catch method. And we are on Firebase Auth exception. Let me see import this Firebase Auth. And so the scaffold messenger out of context. Now so snap bar, and text. We provide the dot assets. If it's not, then so the text. Okay, now in the dry class, this is slides, just get the auth service, final auth service class, and auth function is in the auth service, so in the try blocks, write your auth, wait, auth dot login controller dot text dot trinit passing controller dot text dot trinit. Okay, save it and if success, then we'll show this scaffold message. Let's copy this scaffold message. There, let's write here if condition is not mounted, return. Okay, now let's copy this copy message and that is not mounted and paste it here. Let's send this to login access. Oh, let's try to login. Let's create the anyway. So I'm going to use the name that has been registered to the Signup. Camo 54. Click on register. And I click on the logout. That's here. Um, Signup.com. Let's try to log in. Okay, it returned as you can the response. The login button. So here, right here. Let's see. Comment. Let's execute that login number. This is to run. Okay, guys, now let's try to log in. Okay, as you can see, we have been logged in. And got the login successful message. Okay, now let's get the current user also. So let's get the getter for the current user. Open up the auth service.bat file and over here, let's write here getter with the current user. Current user This will provide us the current user. So click on the open up the home page and let's see which logged in. So we have initialized here auth. This auth will provide us the current user. And let's see. Okay, here we go. Display name, no, not programmer. Between at gmail.com and let's show the email only. And this we have to put this no label. It's saying that it cannot be, it might be null, but we have to sure it would listen this. Hello, no grammar everyone. Okay, let's show the UID, user ID. There you go. You can use this user ID. It's the unique to save in the database also. Okay, now one of the auth service.dart file and let's create another for function called reset password for the forget password. Write your future. Write set PWT. And for this, we are passing the email. For what email we are going to send the password. Await auth right here. Send password reset email. And to this will provide the email. This is coming from the Firebase Auth package. Okay. Now let's log out. And we have this forgot password. So open up the login screen and let's wrap this text with the which is called register detector. Keep the on tab and let it show modal bottom set and in the builder will build the column with children. Let your text to set style it with the text style with the font size 20. And let's see how it's going to look. Don't this forget. Okay, here you go. Give the padding. So to wrap this column with the padding. Wall side by 25 and make the minimum axis size to min axis size dot minimum. So that and let's see how it's going to look. Okay. Give your let's import that my button here. I did it earlier. Let's send this to this right here. Set password and for the on paste Let's make it blank and let's see. Okay, give the size box here with the height of 20. And we have the my text field also, if you remember. And come to the top here. Let's define the reset password, reset email. Let's actually reset password controller. Let's set it as pwd controller equals to text editing controller. Come down now and change this to pwd controller for the label. Return value. Put the icons email. Save it and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, come keep the side box here. Height of 20. Okay, below this button also let's keep the side box height of 15. Okay. Now let's call that function reset password and pass the email controller dot text. Let's trim it here too. Okay, let's put the try catch block here too and put this function here method and so the message for messenger dot of context dot so snack bar and for the content let's write here text and right here password set link has been sent. And here on Firebase Auth exception. Let's copy that scaffold and paste it here. And so the code. If it's not so, if it's null, then we'll show something went wrong and save it. Okay, now let's try to click on it. Okay, that scaffold is showing, but citing. Okay, after reset password, if after exiting this, let's navigate this pop the screen. Mhm. Tracing. Okay, guys, instead of email controller here, write here set W controller. Sorry, I did the mistake there. Okay, now let's try to reset the password. Oh, come on. That command we can reset. And as you can see, password reset. We got the message, success message. Okay, now let's check the email and click on the spam folder. As you can see, you got the set link and click on this link. Okay, now choose the password. Let's write here no 23. Okay, got the password changed. And right here, now let's try to log in. Oh no, expired. What the hell? Let's try to reset the password again. Okay, I'm going to set it to Logout 23. Let's try to log in with the new password. Okay, cool. We can also clear up the text here. Okay, guys, let's fix some issue in this app. So open up the homepage.dart file, and here we are showing the current user. Okay, if there is no current user, then we have to show the null. So here, let's initialize the user. Of the dot current user, and let's show here dot email. Okay, if it's null, then we'll show no user found. It will fix the app crashes. Fix on crashing app when there is no user found. Okay, so there is another issue. Also, open up the login screen dot file and come up. Okay, we are not disposing the controller. So in Flutter, we have to dispose the controller. It will prevent the memory leaks. Okay, so override this ports and let's expose all controller, mail controller, password controller dot dispose, and we have reset. Okay, we have to dispose all controllers. Okay, now open up the restore skin dot file too and come up and here let's dispose everything, all controller. So we have three controller here. It's right here, the main controller dot dispose, and confirm password controller dot dispose. Okay. Okay, guys, this is how you can create the complete authentication system in Flutter and Firebase. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more videos like this.